Daily Bible reading, Matthew chapter 17, verse 14 through chapter 18, verse 14. As they came up to the crowd, a man approached Yeshua, kneeled down in front of him and said, "Sir, have mercy on my son, because he is an epileptic and has such terrible fits that he often falls into the fire or into the water. I brought him to your Talmudim, but they couldn't heal him." Yeshua answered, "Perverted people without any trust, how long will I be with you? How long must I put up with you? Bring him here to me." Yeshua rebuked the demon, and it came out of the boy, so that from that moment he was healed. Then the Talmudim went to him privately and said, "Why couldn't we drive it out?" He said to them, "Because you have such little trust. Yes, I tell you that if you have trust as tiny as a mustard seed, you will be able to say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Indeed, nothing will be impossible for you." As they were going about together in the Galilee, Yeshua said to them, "The Son of Man is about to be betrayed into the hands of people who will put him to death, and on the third day he will be raised." And they were filled with sadness. When they came to Capharnaum, the collectors of the half shekel came to Kepha and said, "Doesn't your rabbi pay the temple tax?" "Of course he does," said Kepha. When he arrived home, Yeshua spoke first. "Shimon, what's your opinion? The kings of the earth, from whom do they collect duties and taxes? From their sons or from others?" "From others," he answered. Then said Yeshua, "The sons are exempt. But to avoid offending them, go to the lake, throw out a line, and take the first fish you catch. Open its mouth, and you will find a shekel. Take it and give it to them for me and for you." At that moment the Talmudim came to Yeshua and asked, "Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" He called a child to him, stood him among them, and said, "Yes, I tell you that unless you change and become like little children, you won't even enter the kingdom of heaven. So the greatest in the kingdom is whoever makes himself as humble as this child. Whoever welcomes one such child in my name welcomes me. And whoever ensnares one of these little ones who trust me, it would be better for him to have a millstone hung around his neck and be drowned in the open sea. Woe to the world because of its snares, for there must be snares, but woe to the person who sets the snare. So if your hand or foot becomes a snare for you, cut it off and throw it away. Better that you should be maimed or crippled and obtain eternal life than keep both hands or both feet and be thrown into everlasting fire. And if your eye is a snare for you, gouge it out and fling it away. Better that you should be one-eyed and obtain eternal life than keep both eyes and be thrown into the fire of Gehenna. See that you never despise one of these little ones, for I tell you that their angels in heaven are continually seeing the face of my Father in heaven. What's your opinion? What will somebody do who has 100 sheep, and one of them wanders away? Won't he leave the 99 on the hillsides and go off to find the stray? And if he happens to find it, yes, I tell you, he is happier over it than over the 99 that never strayed. Thus your Father in heaven does not want even one of these little ones to be lost."